In this video, I'm going to do a step-by-step beginner tutorial on how to trade futures on the Coincatch crypto exchange. If you're still relatively new to Coincatch, I do have a step-by-step beginners tutorial, and I'll leave a link for that video in the description down below for anyone that might find that helpful. In this video, I'll be focusing on futures trading. I'll show you how to transfer your assets internally into your futures account. Then I'll take you into the futures market, show you the different market types and pairings, how to adjust your leverage, and change your margin mode. After that, I'll demonstrate some trades using market orders, limit orders, and how to set up some stop losses. All of that and more with some tips and tricks along the way. If this is your first time signing up on Coincatch, I left a link for you in the description of this video, as well as in the pinned comment down below. Coincatch is often running promotions for people who are signing up for the first time. These can be deposit bonuses, discounts on fees, giveaways, airdrops, and more. If you use my link when signing up, you'll be eligible for the current promotion, whatever that might be by the time you're watching this video. You'll also be supporting my channel at no extra cost to you. This video is not financial advice. This video is for educational purposes only. Always do your own research before ever putting any of your money or crypto assets on a crypto exchange. This video is not investment advice. I also left you some timestamps in the description down below, so at any point feel free to skip ahead to a section that might be most relevant to you. Aside from that, don't forget to leave me a like and hit subscribe for future content. Let's get into the video. If you click on my link in the description of this video or in the pinned comment down below, you'll be redirected to this page here, where you can create your account using an email or you can use mobile. Simply choose the method that works best for you. Make sure to come down here, read through the terms of use, and if everything looks good to you, you check this box here, then you click on sign up. Once you sign up and sign into Coincatch, don't forget to visit your rewards hub. And to get there, just come up here where it says more, and in this drop-down menu, click here on Rewards Center. Here's where you'll find some Coincatch bonus missions. You can see right down here, the more that you deposit, and the more that you trade with, the more in bonuses you can receive. And you can use these bonuses to place trades, and all the profits are yours to keep. Now, these bonuses could be different by the time you're watching this video, so make sure to come over to the Rewards Hub and check it out. If you want to learn more about these bonuses, just scroll down the page a little bit and you'll find the rules details right here. First things first, I'm going to show you how to get Coincatch into dark mode. So to do that, we'll come right up here, top right hand side, and we'll click on the moon icon. At the time of making this tutorial, KYC is not necessary for creating an account on Coincatch, but the services will be a bit limited. For example, you won't be able to buy any crypto using fiat, but you'll still be able to deposit crypto onto the platform from another exchange or wallet address. Also, a lot of exchanges have been switching over to KYC due to government regulations. So I'm going to show you where to go to get verified just in case it becomes necessary in the future. So to get that done, we'll come right up here to the profile icon, and from this drop-down menu, we'll click here on ID verification. And then click on Start Verification. During the verification process, you will have to submit a government-issued document, such as a driver's license or passport. So on this page here, start out by choosing the country or region that issued that document, put in your first name, last name, date of birth, and then select the document down below. After that, put in the identity number right here, and then click on Next Step. Then you'll get this pop-up window right here, prompting you to use your webcam or phone to photograph your identity document. So click right here on Choose Document. In this pop-up window here, you have the option to continue this process on phone. If you wish to do that, just click right here on Continue on Phone, or you can click right here on Upload Photo. So if anyone needs to get verified, now's a good time to pause this video, get verified, and I'll see you in the next step of this tutorial. You can find your fiat purchasing options right up here, top left-hand side, if you click on Buy Crypto. And this will bring you over to an order form where you can purchase some crypto using fiat. You'll be able to select your payment method, and as you can see, Coincatch supports a variety of payment methods. PayPal, SEPA, GoPay, among many others. You just simply put in how much you wish to spend in this box right here. You'd choose your fiat currency by clicking here. And at the time of recording, there's two options. There's USD or KRW. Then you can select the crypto that you wish to purchase by clicking right here and selecting it from the drop-down menu. At the time of recording, that's Tether, Bitcoin, or Ethereum. After that, you'd click on Next to proceed to the next step and to select your payment method. But remember, you will have to complete KYC in order to go through with this. If you'd prefer just to deposit some crypto assets onto the platform, you can do that by coming right up here where it says Assets, and then you can select Deposit in this drop-down menu. And this will bring you over to the deposit form where you can deposit some crypto assets onto Coincatch from another exchange or a wallet address. Now, I cover this in more detail in my Coincatch step-by-step beginner tutorial. So if you need any assistance with this, I'll invite you to check out that video, and I'll leave a link for it in the description down below for anyone that might find that helpful. In this video, I'll be focusing on futures trading. Before trading on the futures market, we'll have to transfer our assets from our spot account and into our futures account. So to get that done, we'll come right up here where it says assets, and in this drop-down menu, we can either click right here on transfer, and alternatively, we can click here on assets. And on this page here, you'll also find a transfer button over here on the right-hand side. And you'll notice down below that some of these cryptos have their own transfer button. For this tutorial, I'll just click the transfer button right here. And this is going to bring you over to the transfer form. And you can see in my case here, I'm already set up to transfer from spot and into futures account. You can choose the coin you wish to transfer by clicking right here. And I'll go ahead and transfer some USDT from my spot account and into my futures account. You'll be able to see your available balance right here. So if you want to transfer in a custom amount, you can type it into this box like so. And if you want to transfer all of it, just click here on all, and then you would click on confirm. And as you can see, I just transferred the tether from my spot account and into my futures account. Now I'm ready to trade the tether pairings on the futures market. To get into the futures market, just come right up here where it says futures. And in this drop-down menu, you'll see that you have the USDT margin futures as well as coin margin futures. Most of the time, I just trade the tether pairings. The USDT margin futures means that all profits and losses will be settled in tether. So once you close your position, you're no longer exposed to the volatility of the underlying asset. It also means that you have to transfer tether from your spot account and into your futures account. If you're to trade the coin margin futures, this means that all profits and losses are settled in the underlying asset. So if you were to trade Bitcoin using these pairings, you'd first need to transfer Bitcoin from your spot account and into your futures account. And then your profits and losses would be settled in Bitcoin, trading the Bitcoin pairing. So you'd still be exposed to the volatility of the underlying asset after closing your positions. Typically, this is best done in a bull market when you're comfortable holding the underlying asset for the long term. In a bear market, not so great. For this tutorial, I'll be using the USDT margin futures right here. So you can select your pairing from this drop-down menu on the right-hand side here. I'll go ahead and just click on BTC versus USDT. And this will bring you into the futures market. If you'd like to change the pairing from here, you can do that by coming over here, top left-hand side, hover over where it says BTC USDT, and then you'll get a drop-down menu with different pairings. And then you can just simply click on the pairing that you wish to trade. So if I want to do ETH versus Tether, I just click right here. And as you can see, I just switched this to Ethereum versus Tether. Right here is where you'll find your price action chart, showing you the asset's performance over a selected time frame. And you'll be able to find your time frames at the top left-hand side of the chart. You can see in my case here that I'm currently set to a 3-minute time frame. That means each one of these candlesticks down below represents 3 minutes of time. If you'd like to change the time frame, just click on the time frame that you wish to view. If you want to find additional time frames, just come over to this little arrow right here. Then you'll get a drop-down menu with additional time frames. And you can add time frames to your favorites as well as remove them. So let's go ahead and get rid of the 1 minute by unhighlighting the star right here. We'll get rid of the 3 minute as well. And let's come down here to the hourly. And let's go ahead and add a 1 hour time frame. We'll do a 4 hour as well as a 12 hour. And you'll be able to add up to 5 time frames to your favorites list. So I'm just going to go ahead and set us to a daily chart like so. Now each one of these candlesticks represents a day of time. This chart is powered by TradingView, so this is going to give you access to some drawing tools as well as some indicators from TradingView. You'll find your drawing tools over here on the left-hand side of the chart, and if yours are hidden, you'll find a little arrow right down here. You'll see when I click this arrow here, I can hide the drawing tools. If I want to reveal them, I'll just click that arrow once more. Beside each one of these drawing tools is another tiny little arrow. If you give that a click, it'll expand into a drop-down menu where you'll find additional drawing tools. And if you'd like to make a tab of some of your favorite drawing tools, you can just highlight the star next to the drawing tool that you wish to add. So let's go ahead and do a trend line. We'll come down here, we'll do a horizontal. Let's come over here, we'll do a Fibonacci retracement like so. I'll go ahead and add a brush because I'll be using that in this tutorial, and let's go ahead and do a rectangle. Now when I close this out, you'll see that I built a little tab here with some drawing tools in it. And you can move this around the chart wherever you like it. If you'd like to add an indicator to the chart, just come up to this little icon right here and give it a click. Then you'll get a pop-up window with some basic indicators from TradingView, and you can just left click on an indicator that you wish to add to the chart. Alternatively, you can search for it in the search bar. So if we want a relative strength index, we could do RSI, click on relative strength index, close this out. Now, as you can see, I just added the RSI to the bottom of the chart. If you want to get rid of that, you just come over here and click on this little X. Now, as you can see, I just got rid of the RSI. The next thing that I like to do is customize the appearance of my chart slightly. So I like to grab onto this little line right here between the price action and volume, and I like to move it down slightly, just like so. But certainly adjust that to your preference. Next, I like to change the appearance by right-clicking on the chart, then coming down here and clicking on Settings. Then you'll get a pop-up window where you can adjust the appearance of your chart. I like to come right over here where it says Appearance and give that a click. Then from here, I like to get rid of the vertical grid lines as well as the horizontal grid lines. And to do that, we'll click on the little box like this, and let's drag the opacity down to 0, just like so. Next, I like to click on this little box right here next to Solid and select a darker color from this color palette. And I still have to get rid of these horizontal grid lines like so. Now, as you can see, I just adjusted the appearance of the chart. At any point, you can restore the defaults. If you come right down here, click on Template, then click on Apply Defaults. Now, as you can see, I just reset the chart back to its default setting. So certainly take some time, play around with your settings, get it looking exactly the way that you like it. At any point, you can reset the defaults and start from the top. So I'll just go ahead and retrace my steps quickly. Get rid of those lines there. We'll get rid of these ones, and we'll get that chart darker in the background. And once you have it set up the way that you like it, just come down here and click on OK. For charting and technical analysis, I like to use TradingView directly. Now quickly bring it into frame. Here on TradingView, you'll have access to more data, more indicators, you can backtest trading strategies, look at different assets. There's just a heck of a lot more that you can do with TradingView directly. And TradingView is free to use. The free version does have some pop-up ads that can be a little bit distracting, but aside from that, it does work perfectly fine. My version is a paid version, so at any point, if you want to try out one of their paid plans, you can do that for free for up to 30 days. Then you can make an informed decision if TradingView is a good fit for you or not. So I'll leave a link for TradingView in the description of this video, as well as in the pinned comment down below. I also have a step-by-step beginner tutorial on how to set up and use TradingView, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description down below for anyone that might find that helpful. And next to the chart is where you'll find your order book, showing you where market participants have placed their orders at. On the top side in red, we have what's known as the asks. These are the price points that market participants have placed their short orders at, or their take profit for their long positions. And they're doing that by using limit orders, and I'll be demonstrating limit orders in this tutorial. On the bottom side of the order book in green, you'll find the price points that market participants have placed their long orders at, or their take profits for their short positions. In the middle of the order book, you'll find the mid price, and this is what the asset is currently trading at. So all the asks up above will be greater than the mid price, and all the bids down below will be less than the mid price. When a trader comes along and executes a market order, they're matched up with the best available price off the order book, and the trade is executed immediately. And I'll be demonstrating market orders in this tutorial as well. You can see trades being executed in real time if you come right up here and click on Market Trades next to Order Book. And in this panel here, you'll see all the buys coming in green and all the sells coming in red. When you want to get back to your order book, just click right here on Order Book. And next to the order book is where you'll find your order panel, where you can open and close positions. You can go long if you're betting on the price to go up, and you can sell short if you're betting on the price to go down. And you can use limit orders, market orders, and you can set up some stop losses. And I'll be demonstrating that in this tutorial. And right up here is where you'll find the current funding rate. Now, as you can see, at the time of recording, there's a negative funding rate of 0.0047%. This means that anybody holding a short position is paying that funding rate to anybody holding a long position. If you ever see a positive funding rate, that means that anybody holding a long position is paying that funding rate to anybody holding a short position. And you'll be able to see a countdown timer of the current funding period. So this funding period has 3 hours and 16 minutes remaining. I would consider this a very low funding rate, but if you ever see the funding rate get really high, that means it's getting expensive for traders to hold on to their positions. So it's always worthwhile to pay attention to the funding rate when opening positions. And right up at the top left-hand side of the order panel is where you'll find your margin mode. And you can see in my case here that this is currently set to cross margin. In a nutshell, that means that Coincatch is going to use my entire futures account balance as collateral across all of my positions. So if you get liquidated on cross margin, you'll lose your entire account balance. You can choose a different margin mode by clicking where it says cross. You'll get a pop-up window, and you'll see in here that you can also use isolated margin mode, and I'll just give that a click. When you're using isolated margin mode, only what you put into a single position is used as collateral. So if that position gets liquidated, you only lose the collateral that you put into that position, not your entire account balance. You'll also notice that Coincatch will give you a brief description of the margin modes right here. So at any point you can come in and you can refresh your memory of each margin mode. For this tutorial, I'll stick to isolated margin mode. So now that I've selected that, I'll come down here and click on confirm. When we come back to the order panel, you can see that I just changed the margin mode to isolated margin. And at the top right hand side of the order panel is where you'll find your leverage. And by default, you can see that Coincatch has this set to 20x leverage. Now, in my opinion, that is a lot of leverage. Yes, leverage can maximize your gains, but always remember that leverage maximizes your losses or gets you completely liquidated. And it can happen very quickly, especially if you're using high amounts of leverage. If you'd like to adjust your leverage, just go ahead and give it a click. So let's go ahead and adjust the long leverage here. Now we'll get a pop-up window. We can use this slider bar right here to adjust our leverage, or you can just type it in this box right here. Let's go ahead and set this to 2x. Then we'll click on confirm. Now when we come back to the order panel, you can see that I just adjusted that to 2x. Let's go ahead and do the short leverage as well. We'll come down here, we'll type in 2x, confirm. Now when we come back to the order panel, you can see that I just adjusted the leverage for long positions as well as short positions to 2x leverage. First, I'll demonstrate a market order, and these orders are nice and simple. They'll execute immediately at the best available price off of the order book. To get this done, we'll come up here to our order panel and we'll click right here on market. Now we need to choose the size of our position, and we can do that in this box right here. As you can see, this box is quoted in Ethereum, and if you'd like to change that, you can click here where it says ETH. Then you'll get a pop-up window where you can change your futures unit setting. So if you'd prefer to have this box quoted in Tether, you could click right here, cost value USDT. Then if you click on confirm, come back to the order panel, you'll see that I switched the cost value into Tether. So certainly use your preference. So in my case here, if I want to open a position with a cost value of 10 Tether, I could type it in like so. And alternatively, you can just use this slider bar down below. So if I slid this up to 50%, that'll put 50% of my available balance into this position. If I slid it up to 100%, that would put 100% of my available balance into this position. For this demonstration, I'll just go ahead and leave this on a cost value of 10 Tether. Then once you have your order set up the way that you want it, you'd click here on buy long if you're betting on the price to go up, or you'd click on sell short if you're betting on the price to go down. For this demonstration, I'll go ahead and just click on buy long. Then you'll get an order confirmation pop-up window where you can confirm the details of your order. You'll be able to see the size of your position right here, quoted in Ethereum. You'll be able to see your margin. So this is the collateral that you're putting into this position. And right down here, you'll see your liquidation price. So in my case here, if the price of Ethereum goes against me and reaches 776, this position will be liquidated and I would lose 7.7 Tether, which is the collateral that I'll be putting into this position. Now, I'll also point out that the more leverage that you use, the closer your liquidation price is going to be to your opening price. So for example, I'll cancel this. We'll come back up here to our leverage and I'll adjust it to 5x. So let's go ahead and do this. And I'll click on confirm. Now watch what happens when I go to open the same position size. I'm going to click on buy long. We'll get our order confirmation pop-up window. And as you can see, the liquidation price came up to 1,242. But once you have this set up the way that you want it, you'd come down here and you'd click on confirm. And as you can see, that long position opened immediately at the best available price off of the order book. And you'll be able to see your position on the chart in this little box right here. You'll also be able to find the details of your open positions if you come down here, click on position, and here's where you'll be able to see all the details of your open position. Over here, you'll be able to see your unrealized P&L. So in my case here, I'm up 0.04 tether. So far, this position's going profitably. If you'd like to set a take profit and a stop loss for your open position, you can come right over here. You'll see a little button that says take profit, stop loss. Just give that a click. Then you'll get a little notice here. I'm just going to go ahead and click on understood. And then you'll be able to see your form where you can set your take profit and your stop loss. In this box right here is where you can set your take profit. So in my case here, just for fun, let's imagine I'm targeting 2,000. Let's go ahead and just type it in like so. And then right here, Coincatch will be estimating what my potential profit would be if my take profit level gets hit. And right here is where we can put in our stop loss. And just for the purposes of demonstration, let's imagine that I want to set my stop loss at 1,445. And right here, Coincatch will be estimating my loss if my stop loss gets hit. So once you have this set up the way that you'd like it, come down here, click on confirm. Then you'll get your order confirmation pop-up window here. Make sure the details are what you intended, and then click on confirm once again. And as you can see, I just added a take profit and a stop loss for this position. And you'll be able to see them on the chart. You can see my stop loss in this box right here, and you can see the take profit right up here in this box. So in my case here, if price action goes against me, comes down to 1,445, I'm going to be stopped out of this position at a loss. If Ethereum somehow picks itself back up, works its way to the upside, coming up to 2,000, hitting my take profit level right here, this position would be closed in a pretty nice profit. If you'd like to see the details of your take profit and stop loss, you can come down here, click on open orders next to position, then click right here on take profit and stop loss. And here's where you'll see the details of your take profit and stop loss. If at any point you'd like to cancel these, you can come over here on the right-hand side underneath operation, and you can click on cancel. Alternatively, you can come up here to the chart, and you can click on these X's inside these boxes. So let's go ahead and cancel the stop loss like so. And let's do the take profit as well. And as you can see, I just easily canceled those orders. If you'd like to manually close your position, you can come down here, click on the position tab, and over here on the right-hand side is where you'll find your options for closing your position. You can use the reversal option right here, and what this will do is it'll reverse the direction of your position. So in my case here, it would close this current long position and open the same size position as a short position to the downside. If you'd like to close your position right away at the best available price off the order book, you can click right here on flash close. Then in this pop-up window here, we'd click on confirm. And as you can see, I just closed that position immediately at the best available price off of the order book. Now I'll demonstrate one more market order as a short position, but this time I'm going to show you how you can set your take profit and stop loss while you're opening the position. So let's come back up here to the order panel. We'll click on market. Now we'll choose the size of the position. I'll just do a cost value of 10 tether again. Now before opening this short position, I'm going to click on this box right here, take profit, stop loss. In this box here, I can type in a take profit, and over here I can type in my stop loss. So for the purposes of demonstration, let's just imagine that I'm targeting 1,455 to the downside. And maybe I want to set my stop loss at 1,655, just in case this trade goes against me. Now that I have this order set up the way that I want it, I'll click right here on sell short, betting on the price to go down. Then we'll get this order confirmation pop-up window so we can confirm the details of the order. You'll be able to see my liquidation price right here. So in my case, that would be 2,305. But I won't have to worry about this liquidation price because this time I'm setting a stop loss at 1,655 when I open this position. So my stop loss would be hit long before my liquidation price. So if the order details are what you intended, you'd click right here on confirm. And as you can see, I just opened that short position at the best available price off the order book, and it added my take profit and stop loss immediately. So in my case here, if Ethereum continued to the downside, hitting 1,455, my position will be closed in a profit. If price action goes against me and reaches here to 1,655, my stop loss is going to be hit and I'll be taking a loss. You can find the details of your take profit and stop loss if you come down here, click on open orders. And here's where you'll be able to see your take profit and stop loss. Once again, if you'd like to cancel those, just come over here underneath operation and you can click on cancel, just like so. Now, as you can see, I just got rid of the take profit as well as the stop loss. Now I'll go ahead and close this position. So we'll come over here, click on position. You'll find your closing options over here. And you can also close these as a limit order as well, which is very similar to setting a take profit. And to do that, you type in the close price right here. So let's just imagine I want to close at 1,500. You'd choose the amount of the position you wish to close right here. So in my case, that would be 0.01, which is the size of the entire position. And you'll be able to see your position size right over here, right next to position. Then once you have that set the way that you want it, you click here on close. Then you'll get an order confirmation pop-up window. And as you can see, this would be closing as a limit order. So I would have to wait for the price of Ethereum to reach 1,500. If that happens, my whole position will be closed. And in this particular situation, I'd be taking a profit. So basically, I'm setting a take profit for 1,500. If I was happy with that, I'd click on confirm. And now I've added that limit order to the chart. So if Ethereum did work its way down, hitting 1,500, this position will close. But it won't close until that price point is hit. So if Ethereum just took off from here, I'd be taking a loss. If I want to cancel that limit order, I can come over here, click on this little X inside this green box. And there it goes. Canceled it just like that. If you want to quickly close your position, just come down here, click on position, and over here on the right hand side, click on flash close and confirm. And I just closed that position at the best available price off of the order book. As easy as that. Now I'll demonstrate a limit order. And these order types allow you to be a little bit more strategic by choosing a price point that you wish to open a long position or choosing a price point that you wish to open a short position. But you will need the price of the asset to reach your order price before your order will fill and execute. So to get this done, we'll come up here to the order panel and we'll click right here on limit. And I'll demonstrate with a long order first. In this box right here, I need to choose a price point to place this long order at. So let's head on over here to the chart. And just for the purposes of demonstration, let's imagine that I'm targeting this pivot point right down here. So what I'll do is I'll grab a horizontal here out of this little drawing tools tab. And let's go ahead and just mark that pivot, maybe something like this. Now I can see a price point on the y-axis of the chart coming in at 1,450. And maybe I want to place a long order at that price point. So we'll come back over here to the order panel and I'll type that into price. We'll go 1,450. Next, I need to choose the size of my position. And once again, I'll just do a cost value of 10 tether, just like so. Now that I have my long order set up the way that I want it, I'd come down here and click on buy long. Then you'll get your order confirmation pop-up window, so confirm the details are what you intended. And if everything looks good, you click right here on confirm. Now I've placed that long order onto the order book at 1,450. So if the price of Ethereum continues to the downside and hits my order price at 1,450, this position is going to fill and open me into a long position. But this position is not going to fill unless the price of the asset reaches my order price. Until then, it's just going to be sitting on the order book. You can find the details of your open order if you come down here and you click on open orders. Then click right here on limit order. And here's where you'll see the details of your limit order that you put on the order book. If at any point you want to cancel that order, just come over here underneath operation and click on cancel. And just like that, I took that limit order off of the order book. Of course, we can use a limit order to go short as well. So to get that done, we'll come back up here to the order panel and we'll click on limit. Now we need to choose a price point that we wish to open our short order. So let's head back over here to the chart. And for the purposes of demonstration, let's imagine that I'm targeting this pivot point on the market right here to open my short position. So what I'll do is I'll grab a horizontal out of my drawing tool tab and I'll go ahead and mark that pivot out, something like this. Now I can see a price point on the y-axis of the chart coming in at 1,650. And maybe I want to use that price point to place a limit order to open a short position. So we'll come back over here to the order panel and I'll type that into price. We'll go 1,650. And once again, I'll use an order cost value of 10 tether. But this time, let's go ahead and add a take profit and stop loss while placing this order. So we'll check this box right here. Now we need to choose a take profit target. So let's head back over here to the chart. And let's just imagine that I'm targeting this horizontal down here as my take profit. And of course, I can see a price point on the y-axis of the chart at 1,450. So I'm going to go ahead and type that into take profit. So we'll come back over here to the order panel and I'll type that into this box here. We'll go 1,450. Now let's go ahead and set a stop loss. So we'll come back over here to the chart. And for the purposes of demonstration, let's imagine that I want to set my stop loss somewhere just above this pivot right here. So what I'll do is I'll grab another horizontal here and I'll mark a spot in the chart just above this green wick, maybe something like this. Now I can see a price point on the y-axis of the chart at 1,751. Let's use that as the stop loss price. So we'll come back over here to the order panel and I'll type that into stop loss, 1,751. Now that I have my order set up the way that I want it, I'll click right here on sell short. Then we'll get our order confirmation pop-up window, so confirm the details are what you intended, and then click on confirm. And just like that, I put that order onto the order book to open a short position at 1,650. If this order fills, Coincatch is going to add my take profit and stop loss immediately. You can find the details of your limit order if you come down here, click on open orders. And here's where you'll see the details of your limit order. And you can see right here under take profit stop loss that if this order fills, the take profit stop loss will be added. If you'd like to cancel this order, just come over here underneath operation and click on cancel. And as you can see, I just took that limit order off of the order book. So as you can see, limit orders do give you the ability to be a bit more strategic by choosing price points to open long or open short, but you do need price action to cooperate. For example, in the buying scenario, maybe Ethereum works its way down, but reverses somewhere around here and moves to the upside. Of course, I'd miss that trade because my long order never filled down here at 1,450. Or maybe Ethereum comes down, fills my order at 1,450, but then just continues to the downside, and that would put me at a loss. In the selling scenario, maybe price action doesn't come back up here. Maybe it just continues to the downside from here. And of course, I'd miss out on that trade because my order up here at 1,650 never got filled. Or maybe price action does come up, hits 1,650, fills my order, but then just continues to the upside. That would put me at a loss. But remember, in the short scenario, I would have added my stop loss at 1,751, so I would have been stopped out of the trade right here at a loss before my liquidation price point got hit. So a couple basic considerations when choosing if you'd like to use a limit order, but that's how you can set limit orders. You can find your trading fees right over here on the left-hand side. You'll see where it says futures information, give that a click. Then you'll get a drop down with your fee information. You can see in my case here that maker fees are 0.02% and taker fees are 0.06%. Maker fee stands for limit orders, so you'll be paying the maker fee if you're putting limit orders onto the order book, and taker fees are if you're using market orders. And usually you will pay less in fees for using limit orders, and that's because exchanges like to incentivize traders to provide liquidity to the order book. And normally they do that by charging smaller fees for traders that place limit orders. Now these fees could be different by the time you're watching this video, so I would encourage you to come over here, click on futures information, and see what the current fees are at. And there you have it, your introduction to trading futures on the Coincatch platform. Don't forget to leave me a like and hit subscribe for future content. Also feel free to check out my other Coincatch tutorials, which I put together in a playlist on my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for coming by and checking out this video. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one, and until I do, have yourself a powerful day.